Have you ever wondered what your dog thinks the moment you leave the house? You grab your keys, put on your shoes, close the door, and just like that, you're gone. To you, it's normal. You'll be back in a few hours. No big deal. But to your dog, that moment feels very different. Because your dog doesn't understand schedules. They don't understand time the way you do. And they definitely don't understand where you went. All they know is this: the most important being in their world just disappeared. And what happens next inside their mind might change the way you leave your house forever. Let's start with the first few seconds after you walk out the door. 1. Why did you leave me? The door closes, your footsteps fade, and your dog stands there, listening, waiting. For a few seconds, they expect you to come back, because sometimes you do. Sometimes you forget something. Sometimes you turn around. So they wait. Ears alert, body still, hopeful, but then nothing. And that's when the realization begins to set in, not in words, but in feeling. Your dog's brain starts processing the sudden absence of the one thing it's wired to stay close to. You. Dogs evolved to live in groups. Separation isn't neutral to them. It's unnatural, and even confident, well-trained dogs feel a subtle shift in that moment. A quiet question forming in their mind. Where did you go? And why didn't I come with you? 2. They go into waiting mode. After a few minutes, something changes. Your dog doesn't panic. They don't run in circles. Instead, most dogs enter what behaviorists call a low-energy waiting state. They lie down, sit near the door, or move to a spot that smells like you, your bed, your clothes, the couch. And this is where something fascinating happens. Your dog starts using their strongest sense: smell. Your scent is still in the room, on the furniture, in the air. And to your dog, that scent is more than just a smell. It's information. It tells them you exist, you're real, you belong here. That's why your dog often chooses to stay near your things when you're gone. Not because they're bored, but because it's the closest thing they have to you. 3. Time feels different. Here's something most people don't realize. Dogs don't experience time like humans do. They don't think, I'll be alone for 3 hours. They experience time through change. Light shifting, sounds outside, their own body rhythms, which means your absence doesn't feel like a number. It feels like a state. A state where you are either there or not there. And that's why something interesting happens when you come back. Whether you've been gone for 10 minutes or 5 hours, your dog often greets you the same way. Excited, relieved, fully present. Because to them, it's not about how long you were gone. It's about one thing: you're back. 4. They replay your patterns. While you're gone, your dog is still paying attention, not actively thinking like a human, but recognizing patterns. They remember, you grab your keys before leaving. You walk toward the door. You put on your shoes. These small actions become signals. Over time, your dog builds a mental map of your behavior. And here's where it gets interesting. Some dogs will move to the door before you even reach for the handle. Others start getting anxious the moment they see your shoes. Because in their mind, those patterns predict one thing: separation. And depending on your dog's personality, that prediction can feel neutral or stressful. 5. Some dogs feel real stress. For some dogs, your absence is just part of the day. They relax, sleep, wait. But for others, it's much harder. When a dog becomes overly attached to their owner, being alone can trigger something deeper: separation anxiety. You might notice signs like pacing, whining, barking, scratching doors, destroying objects. But here's what most people misunderstand. This isn't bad behavior. It's not your dog being naughty. It's your dog trying to cope with a situation their brain interprets as, I've been left behind. Their stress system activates. Their heart rate increases. And they look for ways to release that tension. That's why understanding your dog's emotional state when you leave is so important. Because for them, this moment isn't small. 6. They wait for your return. As time passes, Your dog settles. They sleep. They move around. But part of them is always tuned to one thing: your return. The sound of keys. Footsteps outside. The door. Dogs have incredibly sharp hearing. And many can recognize your specific patterns from a distance. Your walk, your car, your rhythm. And the moment they detect it, everything changes. Their body activates instantly. Tail starts wagging. Ears perk up. Energy spikes. Because in their mind, one thought takes over everything else. You're back. 7. You came back for me. The door opens, and your dog explodes with energy. Jumping, spinning, wagging. Most people laugh it off, or even ignore it. But that moment is bigger than it looks, because your dog isn't just excited. They're experiencing relief. The absence is over. The bond is restored. The world makes sense again. And here's the part that hits the hardest. Your dog doesn't think, "You went to work," or "You had things to do." They think something much simpler, much more emotional. You left, and then you came back. And every time you come back, you reinforce something deep in their brain. You always return, because to your dog, you're not just part of their life. You are their routine, their safety, their world. And when you leave, they don't stop thinking about you. They just wait in the only way they know how, until the moment you walk back through that door.